Hi everyone, welcome back to Stitchy Bee. This week, as promised, I've sewn the kimono jacket, which is what I'm wearing today. It's by Sew Over It, a PDF pattern that was released last week for the PDF club and this week for everybody else. And yeah, it's a great pattern, 32 pages long as usual. They all seem to be 32 pages, but absolutely fine. It's a super easy pattern to make. Fabric wise, I made it in this fab Liberty Tana lawn. Now, to be honest, I bought this fabric to make cushions with. But when I did that, I thought it's far too nice, and I really liked how soft and silky it was. So I saw this pattern and I thought that's going to be perfect. So yeah, more about the pattern. It comes in two lengths. I made the shorter version because I didn't have enough fabric, to be honest. I'm definitely going to make a longer version for summer in a more drapey fabric. So this is, as I say, a cotton, a fine one, but it could really do with either a chiffon or a satin, something like that. I think it will drape even better. So I'm going to give that a go for my summer wardrobe. But yeah, it's dead easy to sew, nothing difficult about it at all, no sleeves to insert, it's all straight lines. One tip I would say, when you're sewing the underarm seam, it is quite a tight curve, which means when you fold it over to the right side and press it, it does pull slightly, it does with this fabric anyway. So I just snipped a couple of snips into the curve, being careful not to go through your stitching, and that helps it lie better and doesn't pull as much. You probably wouldn't notice anyway because it's in a good place, but that's a good tip moving forward. Okay, what's next? Well, I've bought a couple of great fabrics this week. The first one is this fabulous kind of fuchsia coloured georgette. Now it's quite sheer, so I've been on the lookout for a good pattern to make this into, and I've only discovered this week that Colette Patterns, the American pattern company, have re-released their brand new Sorbetto pattern, and it's slightly, I'm not totally sure of the differences, but it's got a better fit and it comes in a couple of lengths as well. So I've seen a longer length one, and I think this will go really well over skinny jeans. It's just one of those colours that goes brilliant with an indigo blue. Kind of got jeans on today, you can kind of see that. So hopefully that will work out quite well. It is fine, so I sew on an industrial sewing machine usually, but I think this time I'm going to have to get my domestic machine out because I can see that getting a little bit chewed up in my 1970s machine there. So yeah, we'll see how that gets on. Okay, next up is another Sew Over It pattern, and it's the Chloe coat. I've had this pattern for a couple of weeks and I've been gathering supplies because you need a 22-inch zip, and you need the lining, and you need over 2 meters of fabric because obviously it's quite long kind of on the thigh. So for that I've been on the lookout for something summery, and I came across this, which I discovered in Dunelm. Now, as you can probably guess, it's an upholstery fabric designed for blinds and cushions and curtains, but I thought that would make a really nice pale coat for spring summer. So I'm going to have a go at sewing it up in this. I think I bought 2.5 meters of this, and it's quite wide, so I think I'll have plenty there. And then when I finish that one, if the sizing all works out okay, I've ordered some gorgeous Camel Melton wool, which will be more of a kind of autumn coat. I really like that shade. I've been on the lookout for one for ages, so I can make my own, and that'll be a good trial run in the summer fabric, because if it doesn't quite fit, it's not massively expensive, this. So I should really make a toile first, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that'll take me a couple of weeks, so I'll pop back here and let you know how I get on with that. So as I'll be sewing the Chloe coats for the next couple of weeks, next week I'm gonna come back here with my review of the Craftsy online class to make a Chanel style jacket. I made it last year. It was an absolutely fantastic class, and I think it's worth giving some feedback and going through. So I'll have my jacket on then and talk through Lorna Knight's fantastic class. Okay, thank you very much for watching, really appreciate it, and if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. See you soon, bye.